Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today I just want to go over some ways to help you rank up a little bit faster. This is probably more of a beginner video, but there may be some things in here you're unaware of. I just wanted to go over it because it is double XP weekend and I want you to get the best out of it. Let's get into it here. Okay, so before we start, I just want to make sure that you understand intelligence is a measure of overall mental acuity, affects ability to hack terminals, condition and durability of crafted items, and experience gained and returns from scrapping. But that experience gained, so basically the higher your intelligence is, the more XP you will be getting for killing enemies. So just keep that in mind. You're always trying to get your intelligence as high as possible while ranking up. Now, let's go over some basics here. Joining a casual team will give you a little bit more intelligence. The inspirational perk under charisma is definitely a good start to have on as well. Of course, lunchboxes will help us rank up quicker, especially during double XP. You can get them in the atomic shop. Personally, I'll usually get the times 40 every once in a while, but there is another way to get lunchboxes other than, from little rewards every once in a while. But if you want to buy lunchboxes, you can actually come over to Foundation here and you can buy them off of Samuel up here I'm going to show. And you can buy 3 of them, but if you do back out and then talk to him again, you can pretty much buy as much lunchboxes as you want. Now I think they're 100 bullion each. Yeah, so this will take your bullion fairly quickly, but it's better than spending atoms on them in my opinion, especially if you got some extra bullion. As you can see, you just keep backing out and you can buy as many as you want. And of course, resting in a bed for, I would say, a good 30 seconds will give you a 5% XP bonus for 1 hour. Just a quick little thing you should be doing that'll help you rank up a little bit quicker. You can see, you'll see the bonus in the top left here once it has completed, and then you can get up 5% extra XP for an hour. Berry mentats are fantastic for ranking up quicker. They do help you see enemies through walls, which I'm going to show here. I will link a video in the description. Finders Keepers does an awesome video on how to craft berry mentats. It's fairly easy to do it, and yeah, you can pretty much mass produce them, and then you'll have as many of them as you want. And like I said, it's really good for helping you find enemies as well, and it does greatly improve your intelligence is why you want them. The mechanical derby machine. This is like a must-have camp item, I think, and you can get it at Crater, I'm going to show here, if you didn't already get it off a previous scoreboard. If you don't see it at Crater, it's because you probably already have it, but you do come to Crater here. Make sure you fast travel to the Crater core, and it is 1250 gold bullion, and you need to have your reputation to cooperative. You're not going to see it in the list here because I got it off of scoreboard. Now let's get into some food buffs here. Now, brain bombs and cranberry relish you're gonna want if you're a herbivore. I will link a video in the description on how to craft these. And if you are a carnivore, you're gonna want broiled scorched beast brain and tasty squirrel stew. Unfortunately, I do not have a video on how to craft these two, but just give me 1 second and I will gladly show you how to craft these 2 things if you are a carnivore. They're basically the exact same things as brain bombs and brain bombs and cranberry relish. But yes, you may want to start here at the White Springs first if you do not have the plans for these. And you can come to the robot over here. I think his name is Antoine. And it can be a little tricky to get these recipes. He doesn't always have it. You may have to hop servers to get it. And you don't need a recipe for broiled scorched beast brain. You just go find a scorched beast brain, and then you will be able to craft it. And just throwing this out there too, there is another robot over here called Doc Stanley in the White Springs Mall. He usually does have about 6 berry mentats if you don't want to craft them. And yes, if you want broiled scorched beast brain, you have to kill some scorched beasts. Easier said than done, I know. And yeah, getting the brain to drop, I think there's 4 or 5 different types of meat that'll drop from the scorched beast. No matter what, you're looking for the brain. And the Fissure Site Prime is definitely the best place, I would say, to find them. And you're going to want Butcher's Bounty on, as it can warrant you 2 brain from 1 scorched beast. And you're also going to need Tato if you come over here again to the General Steakhouse. you can get a bunch of Tato over here. I do just recommend you grabbing it from here if you don't already have it at your camp, and maybe planting some at your camp. If you're a carnivore, you're probably going to want that just for the tasty squirrel stew maybe. And we're going to need to kill some squirrels, unfortunately. So if we come over to the White Springs bunker here, I will show you where 3 squirrels are. There's usually 1 in this area and a couple of rabbits, like I'm showing here. And if you do want more of them, you should just hop servers, and there should be more squirrels over here. Now, again, there's just 1 in this area here. It's just 2 more rabbits. If you run over here, past the robots guarding the entrance here, and basically the parking lot. I like to actually blow up the cars in the parking lot because there's some mole rats here, and they can be a little annoying if you're going to get the squirrel, or the squirrel bitch, or squirrel bits, I should say. I didn't swear there. That was a mispronunciation, just so you know. Yes, the squirrel bits we're going to need from the squirrels over here. And yes, if you want more of them, you'll just have to hop servers. You're looking for the squirrel bits. And again, Butcher's Bounty will help you. Now, White Springs Golf Club, you're going to want to come over here as well for the salt for the tasty squirrel stew. You can pretty much get most of this stuff over at White Springs, which is quite nice. Just keep in mind when you come into the little golf club here, for the salt, which is everywhere on the tables. Just keep in mind there's probably going to be a bunch of ghouls trying to kill you, so just be prepared for that. You might want to clear them out before you go looking for all that salt. And let's talk about places to rank up. Where should we use this XP? Now, West Tech killing the super mutants, just basically clearing out West Tech over and over again, is obviously an awesome way to get XP. I will link some videos in the description helping you with that, including how to respawn the super mutants. Expeditions is another great way of ranking up. I wish the sensational game would not error as much as it does, because it's definitely the best expedition for ranking up, I think. But, you know, tax evasion is another good one I would recommend if you're having problems with the most sensational game. I think it would matter what platform you're on a little bit. So if you're, you know, having trouble with it, maybe tax evasion is a good one. Or let me know your recommendations in the comments as well. And of course, raids is probably my favorite way to rank up at this point. It's not as tedious as West Tech, and if you can just keep running raids with a good team, you are going to rank up ridiculously fast. Like, you're getting 300,000 XP for some stages doing the raids. It's just insane. And yeah, if you're a beginner, I would even recommend maybe hopping on some raids teams, or even just going to events and tagging enemies, as you will get the XP for them if you are a beginner. Really hope this video helps you guys rank up a lot faster, especially this double XP weekend. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a pleasant evening.